everyone, and welcome to a LEGO Marvel Avengers stream. I have with me Agent Carter and Scarlet Witch, and we are aboard the helicarrier above New York City. And we're going to skydive right off it. Top of the Quinjet there. Now, I've literally just finished the main story mode of the game, the two Avengers films, or the first two Avengers films, should I say, because this is based upon the first movie and Age of Ultron, and stuff in between and as time of release, whatever. So, there are missions to do based on films in between the two Avengers films, i.e. Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, and Captain America the Winter Soldier. So let's do just that. Woohoo! I've not actually explored much of the New York hub world in this just yet, so you are on this journey with me. Hopefully the game isn't too loud. One sec, I'm actually going to turn it down a bit more because it's sounding very loud to me. Just yeah, it is mostly the music, so I'll turn the music off. Turning the music off will help as well, just in case it messes around with copyrights. But yeah, here we go. Skydive down.
I know you heroes are normally just flying across the sky without a care in the world, but
yeah.
If you've got a moment, there are some criminals close by, so, little help?
Where? Okay, the one thing that's immediately apparent, to me anyway, is how this doesn't really have a hub map. Not like LEGO Marvel superheroes. But it will more or less be the same New York map, just with differences like no Fantastic Four Baxter Building or the X-Men headquarters.
The city's short-changed in the last couple of years.
It has indeed. Now this is a jam and a half. Let's take a car. Let's have a wander. Let's have a tour. Let's have a drive round. Just mill around. Because why not? Now, as you can see from all those points on the mini-map, there's lots to do, lots to see, lots of characters to unlock, lots of things to buy and smash and stuff. But actually, there must be a map. There must be a proper map to have a look at. I'm going to see if I can find it. Right. Options, controls. No, that's axes. Controls. HUD interface on. No. Show game controls. Okay. Map. Center character. Attack holds in. Draw to time to roll. Ha! So there's no map. Which is a bummer because I kinda need one. Okay, let's go. All we got is mini-map. Let's see what we can do.
Alright, fellas. I'm ready when you are.
Ah, I found something to do already. Now then! This is an interesting thing to come across at this point in time. It's February 2022 as of this recording. Spider-Man No Way Home is more or less ending its run in the cinemas. And if you know why I'm talking about that, you'll know why this is interesting. So, let's do what Daredevil wants us to do.
You're You're just in time. My pals at the docks didn't take too kindly to me ruining their little business venture. So we were just about to settle our differences in the ring. Thing is, I get the distinct impression there's a lot more of them than there are of me. Which isn't normally a problem, but if you want a piece of the action, I'd say you are fairly justified. Shall we?
We shall.
I'm beginning to think this day will never end.
Oh, did that look as bad as it sounded?
Oh, we'll see what the team up. Oh no, I can't do. Team up, team up. Ah, just your basic team up.
Hey,
lovely.
Did that guy just make a face at me? I could have sworn I heard a face.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home, just going to say
You're a madman.
that
Hey, holding up over there.
there are some aspects of the Netflix series that just started when this game came out. This is why we have Daredevil at the docks. This is a reference to
Keep calm and carry on, I suppose.
okay. Reference to this reference to that. And since
You seem to
the
be able to
moves
hold your own. Did you used to box?
no, not box.
Reporting for duty.
I rather enjoyed Stark's little soiree. Up until the killer robot showed up, that is. That put a bit of a down on the night.
Well, I hope these guys aren't expecting the judicial system to go easy on them. Because at this point, that ship has sailed. Sorry, I've been determined to crack some kind of ship-related joke since I started this job. Thanks for the backup.
No worries. I have you now. So yeah. Oh, of course, this is post the Hawkeye TV series as well. So yeah, there are certain aspects of the Netflix series which are now canon. Or which are now canon in the main MCU timeline. Oh, it's a mind control person, and I'm Scarlet Witch, so let's do this thing. Might as well, since we're here. Oh, come now, where is that? Where? Yeah, thanks for showing me where that was. Oh, is it over there? Okay. Now I think... yeah, it's here. Okay. Now, this is a grill that we need the vision for. And, yeah, we'll just unlock vision. Let's go. Lovely. Smash some stuff. Build. You know the drill. Pull the lever. And Bob's your proverbial angle. Vision, where are you going? Okay, vision's stuck. I have no vision. See, because now I'm Vision and Agent Carter, Vision can hardly jump. Good grief. Now I'm Vision and Agent Carter, I'm two quintessentially English characters, which will do me nicely. Well, two quintessentially English actors. Right, yeah, this will be the best thing to do, really. To just fly around. Do-do-do. Oh, Sanctum Sanctorum. There's something strange about this building. Yeah. Drop.
Might I borrow you for a moment? Don't worry, it's not anything too taxing. Just a little brain surgery.
Okay.
You may not know this, but the great Sorcerer Supreme was once a mere neurosurgeon, until an accident robbed me of the full use of my hands, and I was reduced to performing back-alley operations to get by.
Okay. Now, this is before Doctor Strange was introduced into the MCU. So this is obviously based on the comic version of Doctor Strange. So yeah, just like that Daredevil we saw, it's more the comic version than anything else. But here's a question for y'all: why? Why? It's the structure of my chromosome. No, why is it?
However, the brain is not something you want to be tinkering with without a steady hand.
1 second.
And some of my patients from that time were left slightly mentally defragmented. The Sorcerer Supreme has the ability to heal them. I just need a little help finding them.
It's a fetch quest. Yeah, this is the thing. In practically all of Doctor Strange, the main thing about Doctor Strange is that he was a neurosurgeon. He was one of the best of the best. La-di-da, you know, the usual. And he injured his hands in an accident, rendering him unable to do the surgery he used to do. But then he found a new calling, doing sorcery that required precise use of his hands, just as brain surgery required precise use of his hands. So the question is, why could he not end up doing brain surgery again? It just seems a bit bizarre. Anyway.
We sure don't have buildings like this in rural Pennsylvania.
Anyway, thankfully I am getting a bit more used to Benedict Cumberbatch's quote-unquote American accent. I suppose now, because it's more of a Doctor Strange accent than an actual good American accent. Anyway, let's go. Let's find these guys.
The patients I mentioned all have a fairly obvious tell. Quite simply, they all think they're farm animals. Keep your ears open, and I'm sure you'll be able to track them down.
Alright, let's go. I'm assuming they're the red blobs we're going for. I think I just passed one.
Queensboro? All these years I've been saying Queensboro. Huh, what a goof.
Ah, that looks like one. Cleaning up Doctor Strange's mess. What madness, what larks.
Reporting for duty.
Whoa!
I think that's one.
Mo?
Mo indeed.
Would you like to see a picture of my great-grandchildren? What am I saying?
I'm glad that sentence ended the way it did. Well, that was odd.
Trouble close by. I'd be there to help out, but I'm pretty busy recording videos of myself lip-syncing popular songs for research.
Of course. Well, that happened. Something odd happened with the DualShock 4.
Oink! Oink, oink, oink! Oink! Oink!
I hope he wasn't a policeman. Okay, I think that's your lot. Okay, now follow the studs back.
The patients I mentioned all have a fairly obvious tell. Quite simply, they all think they're farm animals.
They're here.
Keep your ears open. Yes, this is all of them. I must thank you. Finally, I can right this wrong committed in my darkest hour. Or at the very least, dress them up and open up some kind of petting zoo. I'd rather think there could be some serious money in it.
Well,
what do you think? Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of leaving you out of the profits. I jest, of course. About the petting zoo, I mean. Yes, even I am not that strange.
But you are. Alright, we've unlocked Doctor Strange. Nice.
They got away. Quick! Somebody get after that truck!
Truck? I'm on my way. Oops. As soon as I... Fortunately, I have the Mind Stone.
High-quality heroics back there. You sure left those bad guys quaking in their boots. You see what I did there?
Yeah, not really. Okay. What next?
Just like high school again.
Right, let's have a fly around. This is one of my favourite things about open world games, just being able to just explore. Just go about your business and move along. Okay, Avengers Tower. Which means we're by Grand Central Station as well. Now, I didn't realise this, but in the Avengers movies, Stark Tower and latest Avengers Tower is by Grand Central Station. Now, I don't know if they did that for this game, or if it is actually in the films there. But there you go. Now, this is a familiar sight to LEGO Marvel fans. This is the very first level you play on in the first LEGO Marvel game. I'm doing the LEGO Marvel thing that Xbox do. But yeah, there you go, Grand Central Station. And I've been there in real life.
Witnesses are reporting lawless thugs on the loose in this area.
Oh,
You better
no.
see what you can do about them before things get out of hand.
Not lawless thugs. Is there an indicator for him? Nope, no indicators for him. Alright then. Let's go. It's kind of a shame that that we don't really have any Lego Marvel game stuff planned at the moment, because I would really love to play as the Scarlet Witch as she appears at the end of WandaVision. That would be amazing. Okay, so Avengers Tower's there. I should be able to go inside Avengers Tower, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? And then... See, there's Marvel Comics HQ, of course. And... yeah. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah. Oops. I fell through! Whee! Lovely. So that's interesting. The Empire State Building is not in this game. Curious. Chrysler Building is. But no Empire State. How peculiar. And it's not even a case of... oh, well, the Avengers Tower's taking its place. It's not. It just isn't there. See, Chrysler Building is nearby the Empire State. The Empire State should be... well, it should be around here somewhere. Oh well. I think it's because the Chrysler Building features in the first Avengers when Thor jumps to the top of it and does his lightning. And the Empire State's barely used. Which is, you know, to be fair, because by the time the Avengers came out, Empire State Building was in practically in everything to do with New York. Even Transformers 2. And here we go, there's Times Square. Was Empire State Building in the first Avengers game? I don't remember now. The first Marvel game. I don't remember now. I would say it's been so long. But I don't think it has, actually. Okay. Right, let's see what we can do. I want to... See, you can actually fly all the way up to the helicarrier there, just as you can jump off it, like we did earlier.
We may need your help to ward off some bad guys in this area. I mean, if that fits into your schedule.
Oh,
Well,
good heavens! I mean, I'm walking here!
the great thing is, I have no schedule. How can you find where the random crime bad guy stuff is happening? I certainly bloody can't. Can't speak anymore.
I got a pretty good feeling nothing out of the ordinary is gonna happen.
Oh well. Right. Let's go to space. Space. Can you fire? I want to fire. Never mind. Lack of insight. Right, here we go. So yes, these. That's one of the. That's one of the in-between missions. Lack of insight is the Winter Soldier. Let's have a look. Oh, can go to Washington DC as well. Helicarrier Havoc. That's one of the Avengers missions. Avengers Assemble. Manhattan. Barton's Farm. Shield Base. Malibu. A Loki entrance. Ha! Ready and fire. That's Iron Man 3. Okay. So there's Iron Man 3, Lack of Insight, and... Ooh, I suppose Thor the Dark World would be on Asgard, wouldn't it? Yes. Ah, hang on. Lost in the Ether. Yeah, that's Thor the Dark World. Right. So first, we are going to do... Ready, Aim, Fire. Which is a very good title, because that's the title of the song Imagine Dragons did to coincide with Iron Man 3. So, yes, very good choice. And also, Iron Man 3 was the film that came out just before the
You'd think that Tony
first
Stark
LEGO
would be
Marvel
happy
game.
that he helped save the world from the Chitauri, but something about him's different now. He spends most of his time building new Iron Man suits at his mansion and has somehow managed to get himself in trouble with this mysterious menace known as the Mandarin. I'd like to think he knows what he's doing, but, well, he's Tony.
Mm-hmm. He is indeed. Alright, let's go.
You see that lovely Malibu penthouse? Well, that's where I live with Tony Stark. Normally, it has a beautiful vista of the Pacific. But today, it has a fleet of gunships hired by the Mandarin to redecorate our lounge. He's the same villain that's been creating all kinds of chaos around town, even putting our friend Happy in the hospital. Guess he's not so happy now. Definitely not Tony's best decision giving our home address to a bunch of lava-blooded villains. On a positive note, at least his new Iron Man suit fits me snugly.
Foreshadowing.
Get her, I'm gonna find a way around.
Tony! You're okay, right? We need to get you out of here right now. See, this is why I don't like it when you bring your work home with you.
Well, let's get some stunts. Hey, can you play the piano? See, I can still do something, even though it's my... Well... Where you going?
See your Christmas present. Nailed it.
Yeah, Pepper ain't quite got used to the suit yet, obviously. Oh no, bad idea. Alright. Okay, so it looks like I need to suit up. Suit up. I can't suit up, obviously. Right. Always collect studs. Okay,
Well,
so
that
it looks
was really violent.
it was indeed. They obviously couldn't afford Gwyneth Paltrow to reprise her role here. So, what am I doing? I'm not exactly sure. It's going to be a long one if I can't figure this out. Or work it out, should I say. Oh, it's a fixable thing. I thought it was a destructible thing. Oh, Lego, what do you like? Fix and fix and fix. He's the mechanic of it.
This isn't the time for gifts, Tony. How is that going to help us?
There we go. Gold. Always believe in
Oh,
your soul.
it's a robot. I probably should have guessed. Can you control it from your side?
Stubby! You got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in your soul.
Beep bop beep beep pop.
Beep bop beep indeed. Now, lots of the audio extraction, or the audio... A lot of the audio extraction for the dialogue, when it's been through the films, has been quite good. However, there are some times when you can tell quite obviously what is dialogue that has
Hold on.
been
I'm going to get you out of here.
taken from a less source, and what
that was
is
weird, but surprisingly comfortable. Watch out for those helicopters,
what's
Tony!
new dialogue like this. Now I do know this scene is this whole level of the scene is supposed to have music and stuff, but I turned it off. Gives it a whole different flavour, I think. Okay. Melt those baubles. Come on. And where is he? Goodness. Oh. Okay. 2 out of 3, and there's the third one. Hey, got my first mini kit of the stream. Lovely. Now, will you get on with the job? There we go. Cool. Right. Right, it's a building. It's a building thing. Build, build, build. Buildy, buildy, build. Lovely. And I just got blown up again. Listen, Mr. Helicopter. Oh, I can't exactly. Wait, what am I supposed to do with this? Let's just stay behind the ground piano. That might help. I Probably not. Let's just get some more studs whilst we're monkeying around. Oh, it's a thing to grab, isn't it? No, Peppy, you went too high. There we go. Cool!
Huh?
Fix it! Get fixing.
Here's a little holiday greeting I've been wanting to send to the Mandarin.
I think I've actually got that helicopter. There are some LEGO Marvel sets I've got through the years, and every so often I'll see a thing and it's like, I've got that in real life. IRL, if you will.
What is that thing? Alright, I get it. Let's just hope it works. More of these guys? Hope you've still got some tricks up that iron sleeve of yours, Tony.
And when they first started doing LEGO Marvel, I was really excited to get some stuff. And I was fairly excited to get as many examples of Iron Man suits as possible. And I more or less got I think I got all but one from the first
For a second,
phase.
we thought it was over, but a final missile slipped past. I watched in horror as the entire condo sunk into the abyss. Thankfully, Jarvis had managed to help Tony escape a watery end, but the suit had shorted out, leaving him stranded in Tennessee. Further adding to his troubles, the hot-headed villains happened to be visiting the area, and Tony's only ally was Harley, a local boy with a pretty mean potato gun. The pair were left with no choice but to take on the Flameheads together. Tony really should start keeping the rest of the Avengers on speed dial.
She angry.
Whoa, that was so cool! I mean, you know, in a bad way. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There are transformers around here that'll shut the power off.
This game has transformers?
Twice.
Lol. Now this is the second video game, the second LEGO video game with the actor who plays this character. First one being Jurassic World.
Ooh, I wonder what this does.
That's what Coulson said before he died. Stop tempting fate. Well, he said something similar. Obviously. Right, let's smash around, see what we find, see what we do. Still on the level. Will someone answer that phone, please? Oh no, it's fire. It's a burglar alarm. Never mind. See, when you play as Quicksilver, any building thing you do is automatically sped up, which is very good. Guys, let's talk about this.
There's no version of this where you come out on top.
Good talk.
Don't worry about it, I'll fix it.
Fixie, 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 fix. It's a drone! Okay. Oh, it's a thing to
No
grab.
offense, but I think you might be a little too heavy for this. Let me try.
Rude. Okay, fine.
Hey, look! There's a transformer up here. Let's smash it and go.
But what if it's Optimus? I'm not gonna smash Optimus.
All right, that's one of them taken care of. Now to find the other one.
Well, hot diggity dog, you know what to do. I think they've used his grunting sound effects from Jurassic World as well. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Cool. Alright. Beep, beep, boop. And the other one? There we go. Shoot it! See, now I'm going to have to get those studs now, aren't I?
There is no version of this where you come out on top.
See, sometimes when they come out with little random quotes like that, some are easier to tell from which movie and who they're being said to. Like that quote you just heard was from the first Avengers movie, and he says that to Loki. But there's some, even I'm struggling with. Okay. Chugga, chugga, chug. Chug, chug. Even more chugging. Chug! Crash. And boom. Okay. Well, whatever you did it. What is... Oh, it's the Transformers. There we go. That's Megatron down. Hooray! We did the thing.
The power's off. We can get past now, right?
Yeah, huh? Yeah, smash it all! Smash it all to buggery. And I think that requires... Yeah, that requires a character that can use cosmic energy. i.e. Ultron. Yeah, cosmic powers like Ultron. Which is interesting because it just makes you wonder how far back the guys at Marvel, or the guys behind the MCU, decided on the Infinity Stone stuff, and how the Infinity Stones came about, and basically, if you have the power of an Infinity Stone, you have the power of, you know, the kind of cosmic energy that starts at the beginning of the universe, that sort of thing. Because it feels like it's only been in recent media we've been getting the idea of the Infinity Stones come from, were born from the beginning of the universe and so on. With the more recent MCU films and Loki and what's happening. Speaking of which, Loki the TV series is amazing.
What just happened?
And I've just started What If Now, if this goes the way I think it is going to go, pop, pop, pop. then you fight it until you take off a heart. Then she retreats and brings more guys in. And rinse and repeat. There we go. Yep.
There is no version of this where you come out on top.
Guys, please. You'd think those snowmen have... You need to destroy some of them to get the mini kit. Like that there. How do you get in there? I want to get in there. Ooh. Can I get in there? I can't. How? What? When? Oh, you need the thing. Blimey. You need a heat ray to get there, and then you get the card stuck in there, and then you get the mini key there. It likes to be awkward, doesn't it? But that's the replayability.
Oh man, she looks angry. Like, really angry. How is she even glowing like that?
Hey, Hot Wings, you want a party? Come on, you and me, let's go.
You got a plan for this, right? It kind of feels like we're a little outmatched right now.
You'll see.
Just keep firing. Uh-oh. Listen, a potato gun's better than no gun at all. Anyone for some roast chicken?
After some creative use of a microwave, Tony defeated the remaining Extremis-fueled agents and headed off to take down the Mandarin. Then, things got complicated very quickly. The Mandarin turned out to be a washed-up British actor called Trevor, and the real villain was actually someone familiar. Not an ex-neighbor, but a nerd turned superhuman called Aldrich Killian. I've got to admit, he was looking much more suave these days. Killian only went and took me hostage, exposing me to Extremis. He also kidnapped the president, too, and planned to serve him up like a roast turkey. Tony turned up to save the day, this time with Iron Patriot by his side, and his entire back catalog of Iron Man suits. The 10-year-old with the potato gun would have come too, but he had to tidy his room.
Yeah. Barnacle, hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming along. You're here for some Lego smashing.
Okay, what do we got here?
Well, we got Igor over there.
How about that?
How about that indeed?
There's no version of this where you come out on top.
Let's see what Iron Patriot can do. Doing good, how about you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Good to hear. Apparently just enjoying the Iron Man 3 section of LEGO Marvel Avengers. Okay, that needs a big smashy character, which I presume is why we just saw Igor. Well, that was a bloodbath. Barrels of fun there. Can't get in there. Oh, maybe I can. Haha! Looks like this is going to be a cut above the rest. Hells yeah. This is not conducive to dock safety regulations. Hang on, have I got true adventurers? No, I haven't. I should be focusing on studs. But then again, replayability doesn't matter too much. it's nice to do when you can. Which means it's very frustrating when you get to about 80-90% and you feel like you just put in all that effort and not. Must get studs. Excuse me, you're in my way. Even Tony's in my way. Oh, team up move. Oh, it's a generic team up move. Never mind. Big red button, it feels like I need to push it. Right. There we go. Elevation. Always nice when when the CPU core does what you want it to. Exactly what game was this again? This is LEGO Marvel Avengers. This is the LEGO game that came out in 2016, just before the release of Captain America Civil War. And as such, the main crux of the game focuses on the first two Avengers films, with bonus missions like this one for the films in between. So currently we're doing Iron Man 3, and then there'll be Thor: The Dark World, and then there'll be Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So yeah, LEGO Marvel Avengers. Also, it does have DLC, including for Civil War. Okay, I'm standing on the button. What? Oh. Can't see for looking. Need to melt the gold. There we go. Boom. There we go. There we go. Now it works. That's quite an attraction. Yes. Drop it like it's hot.
You wanted the Mandarin, Tony? Well, here I am. I am the Mandarin.
Are you really? Are you really? Mr. Aldrich Killian. Mr. Appropriator. Again, another reason why... I think we need a sequel to this game, including modern stuff now. Because how cool would it be to have Shang-Chi in LEGO form to play as? Because that basically ties up lots of those threats from the Iron Man series. Well, to do with the Mandarin and Ted Rings
Try all
anyway.
you want, you can't win! You know that, don't you?
Alright, there are a lot of LEGO games right now, and let's just start playing them. Let's just Star Wars, I think. Oh, yeah, that is fair enough. Just where the others... Yeah, absolutely fair enough. I've played through all the Star Wars ones, and I am very excited for the Skywalker Saga coming out later this year. Finally! But yeah, there have been all kinds of brands for the LEGO games. The main ones being Marvel and DC, Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, and a few other Disney properties like The Incredibles. We had LEGO Incredibles.
You're only delaying the inevitable, Tony. Perhaps this will teach you to be nicer to people you randomly meet at parties.
I love Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is extremely fun. The first Indiana Jones game, or LEGO Indiana Jones game, that came out that was like the first.
I'm not afraid of you.
Property outside of Star Wars that they released. I think it went LEGO Star Wars 1 and then 2 and then Indiana Jones. And the first game focused on the original trilogy. And then for some bizarre reason, then a few years later they did LEGO Indiana Jones 2, which focused on number 4. And a few extra missions from the first 3 films. It was a weird time, but yeah, that's what they did. Oh, of course we've got LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean as well. You also like Indiana Jones outside LEGO? Yeah, I mean I'm not a huge fan of the films, but I do enjoy them when I see them. It's like I'm not into Indiana Jones like other franchises, really. Yeah. But if it's on, I will watch. And I can understand people. No.
You see? That suit was just like you! A failure!
Now listen to me, you guy Pierce. Copy.
Do me a favor and blow Mark 42.
No!
Even after being cooked in an Iron Man suit, Killian was still up for another round. Luckily for Tony, I was in no mood for any more nonsense. Combining my terrifically toasty powers and an Iron Man repulsor, I flame-grilled the big geek. With that maniac out of the way, Tony celebrated by blowing up all his suits, promising to spend the holidays with me rather than with a screwdriver and an arc reactor. With the president now safe and sound, Tony promised to use his super genius to find a cure for the extremis enhancements, straight after we'd had a festive dinner. Oh, and after he'd had his shrapnel removed. Oh, and don't forget, he is Iron Man.
Of course. Like the non-LEGO games. Yeah. I haven't played much Indiana Jones games, full stop, to be honest. There was the one that was supposed to be coming out in the early... See, 90%! Ah! Never mind. See, there was one that was supposed to be coming out in the early 2000s, and I remember the trailer distinctly. Like it was supposed to be showing off a pioneering ragdoll simulation technology where anytime you throw an enemy, it lands different every time. And you know, when Lucas Games, or LucasArts should I say, get it right, when LucasArts was still making games, and it's like that Indiana Jones game they had the tech demo for.
Criminal activity taking place at 12 o'clock.
It looks really exciting. Oops, where am I going?
As in the direction.
But I think it was more for the demonstration of the kind of ragdoll technology that they developed, because after then it's
happening at the moment, but
systems
okay,
seem to appear in games following, you know, whatever they were. But the game itself, that was originally supposed to be developed for, never materialized. But that's the way it goes sometimes. So, as interesting as it would have been to see it come to fruition, no. Lost in the ether. Time for Thor: The Dark World. Hello, hello, Dreaming Star. Bonjour, mon ami. How are you? Very good to see you again. You're just in time.
While Thor was helping us track down Loki, we asked him about any potential threats to Midgard, sorry, Earth. One of his stories was about an ancient race called the Dark Elves, led by Malekith, who attempted to use something called the Ether to bring darkness to the Nine Realms. It sounded kind of serious, but Thor assured us it was all settled thousands of years ago. Why do I still have a bad feeling about this?
Yeah, I would have loved a new Indiana Jones game, especially the others, because these... Yep, nostalgia can be a very powerful tool.
There was
Fine,
darkness.
thank you. Yay, good for you.
And from that darkness came Malekith, a dark elf who millennia ago sought to return our universe back into one of eternal night, using the power of the ether, an ancient force of infinite destruction.
Now, of course...
My father vanquished Malekith.
Of course, they wouldn't have been able to get Christopher Eccleston back.
It was a tale he recounted so often that he truly lived up to the name King Bor. At the climax of the battle, the ether was destroyed. Or so we believed until Jane Foster, Thor's girlfriend from the wrong side of the Bifrost, somehow managed to stumble upon it, waking an ancient evil from his slumber. With only one lay about to defend her, and my favorite son in prison, Asgard was in more peril than it had ever faced.
Now, why would Odin be talking like that, I wonder?
Return to yourselves. No further harm will come to you. You have my word. Very well, you do not have my word.
It's as if they resent being in prison.
There's no pleasing some creatures.
Do you want me to put the hammer down? Hey, we've got some of the Warriors 3 here. We've got Fandral. And we've got Volstagg. No, Google, I don't want to know about the Warriors 3 thing. Okay. See, now look what you made me do. How very dare.
Taste the cold sting of Asgardian steel.
I do like the basic looks of the Warriors 3 because you've essentially got.
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
Loki, how can a man be so casual when faced with this chaos?
He always was one for mischief. Be thankful, my dear friend, for he's doing nothing but merely knitting.
Yeah, because you basically got the Lord of the Rings here in space, haven't you? You got an elf, a man, and a dwarf. Oh, that's another thing, Bionicle. Lego Lord of the Rings and Lego The Hobbit. They did those as well, and like I think Lego Lord of the Rings is one of my favourite Lego games. And it does help that a lot of licenses that TT games can do are also Warner Brothers licenses. Or Warner Brothers related licenses. Which is why when they did LEGO Dimensions, that's how they're able to bring Harry Potter into it, along with DC and the LEGO Movie and countless others. Scooby-Doo. See, now I'm trying to name them all. We even got some Doctor Who LEGO in LEGO Dimensions, which was amazing. Now, people say stuff like the Avengers is one of the biggest, most ambitious crossover events in history.
Accept your surrender.
And it's like, I indicate you to LEGO Dimensions. The only kinds of licenses they probably weren't able to do for LEGO Dimensions are licenses owned by Paramount and Disney. Despite the fact that Disney licenses like Marvel, Star Wars, etc. have have been used in LEGO games before, and Paramount wants to do their own thing to rival LEGO. So for example, you'll probably never see a LEGO Transformers or a LEGO Star Trek, which is a bummer, but understandable. Now, going by the voice clip we heard of Loki, it sounded like... Of course it was Tom Hiddleston, but I was trying to work out if Tom Hiddleston was actually brought in to record new stuff, or cleaner stuff, or if they extracted his audio like the other stars. Yeah. Smash it! We also have Ghibli. Yes, exactly. That there is Volstagg. And yes, he looks very dwarf-like. Just as Fandral looks very elf-like. Speaking of which, I hope Lady Sif is in this game. I can't remember if she is, but I really hope she is. And, oh man, it's super exciting to... I nearly went into spoilers there, but I suppose Loki's been out for a while now. But the fact we have Jamie Alexander back as Lady Sif, that is exciting! Because she wasn't in Thor Ragnarok. So the big question was, well, where is she? And I think she's coming back for Love and Thunder. So hopefully we'll have some answers. Oh, it looks like you need to destroy this. There we go. I've been doing all this stuff and I've only got 16,000 stuff. Come on. Alright, let's go. Enough mucking around. Ah!
You want me to put the hammer down?
That's what I said earlier. Aha! To be honest, I've really seen Marvel. Oh, that's fair enough. I suppose if you know, you know. Oh my goodness, so many elves! Listen!
We're going with that.
It's a good thing Raging Lennon isn't here, otherwise it'd be a bit... it's a bastardization of Norse mythology. I mean, to be fair it is, but it's the Marvel equivalent, so...
Splendid work, my friend. Never thought I'd have to break myself out of the dungeon.
Oh, one swing of my trusty axe would have us out of here in no time.
Nah, but he obviously takes pride in his culture. So even if he does he feigns rage at things like the frog version of Thor. Right, I need an explodey thing for that, which I don't have. It's a big sword. Funny thing is, there's a guy who works in a store a couple of doors down.
Start with him this time, Thor.
There's a guy who works in the store a couple of doors down from where I work, and he comes into mine to get food sometimes, and you can tell he has Viking heritage, not just because of the way he looks with a massive beard and big build and whatever, but he has a necklace pendant with Mjolnir, and I'm not talking this kind of Mjolnir, I'm talking an actual Norse mythology rendition of Mjolnir, and that's really cool. Honestly, a great thing about it, my brother loves it, but never really put the proper time in it. Yeah, again, fair enough, it's... Smack it! There we go. Oh, studs. There we go, plenty of studs. Lovely, lovely. There,
Thor,
yes!
I've
There
got
she
this
is.
completely under control.
Is that why everything's on fire?
Excellent.
You did not truly think to do this without me.
This is
For
Lady
glory,
Sif.
For the Allfather!
She's basically like an Asgardian version of Thor. It's brilliant. Ah! Get the studs! Oh! I missed the studs. Never mind. I suppose doing this mission would help Lady Sif as well, which would be excellent. Oh my goodness, so many! Guys, please! Right, let's just take a moment, okay? Those lights come on really quiet. I got headphones on, I've got the headset on, and I can only hear them coming out of the left ear, left speaker. Very curious. Nice flourish. That was a very nice flourish. Oh yeah, Dark Elves, Dark Magic, is it? Magic, is it? Nope, can't speak.
This is no minor skirmish. Asgard is in danger. Come, we must take the fight to these intruders and end this.
See, that was clear. Sometimes they did make some strange production decisions. Get him! There we go. Got him! I can sit there. They're occupied. So we're just going to casually walk through. And there's Malekith. There's the boy. There's the naughty boy.
We must follow them. Our king needs us.
Anyone else?
Strange fellows, these. I'm impressed by their resilience to my charming smile.
I think I'm going to be sick.
I'm not surprised. After you managed to consume 4 wild boars, 6 pheasants, a side of beef, and 2 caskets of broth.
One must not fight from an empty stomach, Phantom. Now, for Asgard!
See, I find that funny because every time I have a hearty meal, I feel sleepy. Smash some studs, get some studs. Studs are the best currency. Those moves indeed. Hang on, that's something we... That's decorative. That's nothing we can do anything about. Wee-ya! Out of the way! Thank you. So much spinning! I've heard that's a good trick. Okay, still some things to smash. Uah! Build. Because after all, this is LEGO. I just realised LEGO LEGO and Norseman and Asgard. It's like a unity between Denmark and Norway. Very, very Scandinavian friendly. Malekith, please, I am building. Right now. Oh no, wait, that's mine. Damn it, never mind. Ah! There's so many elements in this. It's gone a bit mad. It's gone a bit mad. Alright then. Alright then. Let's call the thunder. Sometimes just simply smacking stuff helps. There we go.
After you, Volstagg the Valiant.
Oh, just be quiet and push!
Oh damn, is it Thor? It is indeed Thor. And he is here to put the hammer down. Alright, let's go.
Too late. My lump of a son Thor added Malekith's escape to his considerable list of heroic failures. His only option was to seek the help of his brilliant brother, cruelly locked away and forgotten in Asgard's dungeons. Defying my orders, they fled Asgard through secret ways long forgotten. And together as brothers, they stood to face our greatest foe.
That is until Hela was unleashed in Ragnarok. What? Spoilers? Who are they? Well, that was rude.
Right, you ready?
I am.
I'm Loki! I have one of the best Marvel series. Magics. I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with his purpose. And magic. Well, never mind. Nice one. No. Haha! Hammer and chisel. Do you mind? There we go.
Are you mad? Possibly.
You're mad. Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work. When are you ever not going to fall for that? I'm just going to do Loki quads then. Ah, serves you right.
You still don't trust me, brother?
Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Are you mad? Possibly. Indeed. No! We cannot get sucked through the portal! Or the implosion thing. I think that's what it is.
I wish I could trust you.
Trust my rage.
Okay, time to build. It's nice when a character has magic abilities. Because then you don't... Because it takes a lot less time to do the buildings. all that effort for a takeout animation and we didn't bloody see it. There we go. Excuse me. I am trying to do something here. I'll deal with you in a second. Spade or a shovel, whatever you want to call it. I don't actually really know too well of his abilities. Apart from the ability to create copies of himself, or illusions of himself. And doing that. What did I just say? Because some people have no manners. Hey, it's a bucket and spade. One of the many indicators that TT Games is a British games developer. I know other places will have buckets and spades as well.
Everyone would do it.
But it feels like a very British seaside sort of thing. Even just calling it a bucket and spade, because I'm very sure that Americans call spades shovels, for example. See, for us, saying bucket and shovel, it doesn't sound quite right. Well, not as right as bucket and spade. We should go on that and call it a receptacle and excavator. Just to really avoid people. It's like, oh, you're going to the beach. Have you got your excavator and receptacle? Your what? Bucket and spade. Why don't you just say that then?
Whatever you're doing, brother, I suggest you do it faster. Shut up, Loki.
Let's get help. We are not doing let's get help. No, drop. There we go. Lightning! To be fair, I should be playing this on a Thursday. Can you wait until I've done this, please? There we go. Now you can do your thing. There we go. There we go. Lovely. Well, back for more, are you? Anyone else? Oh, said that too early, didn't I? Never mind. Button mash! There we are.
Alas, my favorite son. A cold man, yes, but a giant in his way. Gave his very life for Goldilocks, the hammer lover. By more luck than design, my lesser son and his girlfriend managed to return to Earth and regroup with the rabble they call friends. They hatched a plan that held the very future of the universe in its balance.
Thor, are you there? You've been off the grid a while now. Our sensors are detecting abnormal energy around your location. Are you triggering that?
Technically, it's not him that's triggering it. Hey, MJ.
Sure. The convergence will be in full effect in 7 minutes.
That just means we have to keep Malekith busy for 8.
I'm so sorry.
Now, both of these characters, Jane Foster and Eric Selvig, are played by actors who have had other LEGO minifigs of them as well. Of course, Natalie Portman from Star Wars and Stellan Skarsgård in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
One of the first big actors to have two different characters turned into LEGO minifigures, I think, was Harrison Ford, because of Han Solo and Indiana Jones. And then I think the next big one... Oh dear. Then I think the next big one was Johnny Depp with Sparrow and the Lone Ranger. Oh no, well, technically not Lone Ranger, but Tonto. And then, I think one of the first big people to have 3 different characters was Chris Pratt, because Star-Lord, Owen Grady, and Emmett from the LEGO Movie.
I'm sorry, but what scientific explanation is there for me suddenly regenerating? Seriously.
Time Lord? It's not impossible. Everybody's immortal until proven otherwise, so... You know. Well, you never know, I suppose, but you know. Smash, smash, smash! Build, build, build! Right, let's go. Ooh, control panel. Which one can do that? She should be able to do that, shouldn't she?
Sorry! It's nothing personal, I promise!
I mean, if you say so. Yeah, she can do it good. Get that water working. Put the fire out. And then we find the Lost City of Gold. Travel to the Lost City of Gold. And then return to Spain with the Lost City, the gold from the Lost City. And then buy Spain. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's a plan.
Yeah! Another victory for science!
Bloody weird science, but it's science nonetheless. So what's your opinion on Marvel movies? Should you watch them in order to get the whole story, or can you watch the new ones and still enjoy it? Hey, you got a character token. That is an interesting question. Because it depends which films they are. Because quite a few of them do have... Yeah, quite a few of them do have big connections with a larger story arc. Especially with the Infinity Saga, or what they call the Infinity Saga in the first 3 Marvel movies. You can watch the majority of them on their own, especially the newer ones. But yeah, there's
spikes. We need to put them together.
You sure this is going to work? These devices were made to detect anomalies, not cause them.
So, for example, Shang-Chi that just came out. That came out in the autumn. That I think can be enjoyed on its own because I wasn't too familiar with Shang-Chi before I saw the film, but I absolutely loved the movie. So I think that stands on its own a lot. Same with Black Panther. That stands on its own quite a lot as well. So yeah, there are some like that you can watch in and of themselves and not worry too much about bigger pictures or anything. Ah yes, I did see Black Panther. Oh, there you go. So you kind of know what I mean. But other films like Iron Man 2 and this even Thor: The Dark World, they do require the previous movies to get a good understanding of a lot of what's happened, a lot of the groundwork. So, and I suppose if it's a direct follow-up, then it helps to watch the previous one. For example, the last two Avengers movies. So if you just see Endgame on its own, a lot of what has been established in Endgame won't make sense if you haven't seen Infinity War. There are a lot of previous movies, yes indeed. Helpfully though, a lot of them have flavours to them. So if you like a bit of intrigue and even a bit of a conspiracy, then Captain America: The Winter Soldier, for example, that's a good one for.
Okay, I'm trying the phase meter now. You might want to hold on to something.
For intrigue, or if you want a. Or if you want a good spy thriller, for example, Black Widow is a good one. And of course, if you want a war film flavour, you've got the first Captain America movie.
You know, with all that power, I thought you'd hit harder.
Thor
Your
has returned.
universe was never meant to be.
Yeah, that's definitely not Christopher Eccleston. Or, speaking of Thor, I think like a bit of mystery and intrigue. Ah, well, there you go. Hopefully Captain America: The Winter Soldier will suit that desire. Certainly did for me. But yeah, speaking of Thor, the third one, Thor Ragnarok, it's like if you have to pick any Thor to see, it's that one. There are some things that require a little bit of knowledge of some movies before it, but on the whole, Thor Ragnarok is definitely one that stands on its own 2 feet. Especially if you want to see Kate Blanchett's Betty. A really good Betty.
Accept your surrender.
And if you want to see or want to hear Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song be used in some of the best ways in modern cinema.
You needn't have come so far, Asgardian. Death would have come to you soon enough.
Not by your hand.
Well, I can go further. Well, I can when I get moved, and it doesn't get interrupted by cutscenes. Oh yeah, I forgot about this creature.
My bad.
We're running out of time.
so sorry.
But are you really? Are you really that sorry? Hang on, where's Thor gone? Oh, of course, he was zapped out, wasn't he? Wait, what are we doing now? Did that one. And we did that one. And we're just getting rid of the baddies? Okay, let's do that. Not that one. Keep pushing? No. Huh. This is where we get a little bit stuck. Because there's usually something clear to indicate what is next. Or what we need to do next. Like this. Can she do
Come
this?
Emergency, so to speak.
Oh, of course, she has a scanner, doesn't she? Yeah. She will be able to.
Huh?
Oh, there we go.
Returns as Thor. Have you come to witness the end of your universe?
No, I've come to kick your bum.
We're out of time. We can't get close enough to Malekith.
I can.
Smash it, smash it, smash it! I don't know why you were doing that. So yeah, they do have... There are Thor Ragnarok elements in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, which I have got and will get round to eventually. But obviously it would be amazing to actually play through that one as well. So I really do hope that TT Games get around to doing more LEGO games on the regular again, because obviously the Skywalker saga has been delayed for quite a long time. So I think...
Malekith! I've come to accept your surrender.
So I think they've been waiting.
Stop this. The ether cannot be destroyed.
But you can.
So I think they were waiting for the Skywalker saga to be done and released before we get any other LEGO game announcements. And of course, because that's taken so long now, it just means other ones will have been put on the back burner. So if they were doing a follow-up to this,
So
then
despite everything,
it's obviously been
the
a while.
big lug won the day with the considerable sacrifice of his brilliant brother. What a shameful waste. If only Loki had lived to rule Asgard, what a king he would have made. Glorious and
burdened with glorious purpose.
Shock! What a twist! And got nowhere near the true Avenger status. Good, we got Bootstrap Bill. Both versions of Bootstrap Bill. Yay, we got Queen Amidala. Amidala. And we got a nerve. Yay, Sif, there we go. Ball Stag as well. The only one we haven't got is... Hey, I've unlocked Malekith as well. The only one that we haven't got is... the other member of the Warriors 3, and I can't remember his name now. I'm definitely going to recommend these LEGO Marvel games to my brother. He started streaming recently. He's go, that's nice. And they love these co-op games. Yeah, well, LEGO games are very good for co-op. Drop in, drop out. That's basically how they're designed. So yeah, you've got this one, you've got LEGO Marvel Superheroes 1 and 2.
Hold up.
So you've got
Activity
3.
detected nearby. I guess dinner can wait.
So yeah, you got 3 Marvel LEGO games to play with. So yeah, that's cool. You'll have to let me know how they get on. Best Scarlet Witch. But yeah, and this is kind of why I'd want to play as the current, or the most recent iteration of the Scarlet Witch, because she can fly, and this version cannot fly, because she's only she's only just starting out. Okay. Final level. Well, for today anyway, will be for Captain America the Winter Soldier. Lack of insight. Let's go. Exciting.
Project Insight is something S.H.I.E.L.D. has been working on in secret for a while now. Basically, next-generation helicarriers are linked together by satellites to detect and eliminate threats to world security before they even happen. Pretty cool, huh? I guess I shouldn't really be telling you all this in case anyone's listening and tries to sabotage the whole thing for their own evil schemes, but what are the odds of that?
This is Agent Sharon Carter of S.H.I.E.L.D., Special Service. Well, not anymore, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the beginning. Captain Steve Rogers' morning exercise was interrupted by a mission to rescue hostages on one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s mobile satellite launch ships. The crew had been captured by the extremely dangerous Georges Batroc, and it was up to Captain America to bring them home safe and sound. Unfortunately for Cap, his splashy entrance meant he'd literally miss the boat. He would need help from the all-around nice guy Brock Rumlow, along with his strike team, to ensure the rest of the mission would be nothing but smooth sailing.
Hold on, Cap. I'll find a way to get you up here.
I feel like I'm gonna sink right to the floor.
Thanks. Cap, intel says Batroc's on the bridge at the rear of the ship. We need to get to him.
Now here's the thing, Barnacle. I don't know if you want to stick around for this level. If you don't want to spoil the movie, if you get around when you get around to watching it. But yeah, just. Although I suppose the film, you know, will be a lot more substantial than this, but you know what I mean.
Sorry.
Sticking around's appreciated, man. But if you want to turn the sound down or anything, that's fine by me. Robin Hearthfire, hello, how do you do? Thank you very much for joining. How was your stream, Mabin? Making more babies? Oh dear. He's falling into water. watching, I do mean within games. She's not, you know what? Whatever. Ooh, got some viewers. Hello. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm not having a bad weekend at all. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you very much. Hang on. No, someone's to attack. That's fine. We're currently fighting our way through a ship. Just cause. Because reasons. What am I doing? Like, whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing it right. Okay. Right. Okay. Ah. Is that supposed... Okay. I thought the anchor was going to drop, but never mind. Someone down there? Yes, there is. Someone in a lifeboat down there. You can even swim, indeed. I think in the older LEGO games,
access granted.
That wasn't a thing, but in more recent ones, it is.
I'll try to help with this, but it isn't exactly...
No, thank you.
How do you like this?
I don't think you liked it at all, Brock. I have to be honest. Yep. Okay. Get that in there. Unfurl a ladder. Drop a few lifeboats. Ain't no one getting off this ship alive.
You can pick them back up.
Oh, hi. Well, always nice to have a friendly welcome.
Don't take it so hard. How long was I out?
For quite a while. Uh-oh. I know what I need to do. But there's a lot of people in the way. I'm sure that was a naughty impression. Brock, where you at? There you are. Grab hold of that. There we go. Did a thing. Exploded a thing. Build a panel. You know the drill.
We need to take care of that turret before it takes care of us.
Really? I thought I'd just let it shoot. There we go. Reflect back. I can't see that. No. Come on. There's one side, and there's another, and final bit. Boom.
Cargo bay. We need to find a way across.
Is that a reference?
Duty calls.
You mean like this? Now, I'm not exactly sure why this level has you paired with Brock Lumlow from the start and not with Romanov, but oh well. Am I supposed to grab onto that? Actually, no.
Just want you to know, this ain't personal.
Kinda was, though. He didn't want your person around. I'd say that's kind of personal. There's another thing there. And yeah, there you go. It takes you across. I think I might have got the characters the wrong way around. But whatever. Any order? Yeah, I thought there was it. Okay. Ah, it's so you can jump in. That's fine, that's cool. Das ist cool. Das ist sehr cool. Ah!
How do you like this?
Very much so. You've done us all a favour, lad. Cap, where are you at? You down there? Why are you down there? You silly sausage. More like an American hot dog. Still could be worse. You have to make your own jokes sometimes. Plunk. Here we go.
Surprised they haven't raised a pirate flag yet. I've always had a soft spot for a skull and crossbones.
Wow.
Ah.
Things aren't so bad.
I see what you did there. Right, now. Off. There we go. We're through, we're fine. What are you doing? Good grief. And again, at this point, I think any glitches they're not really going to bother with.
Just doing what needed to be done.
Okay, that's one of those hero phrases that doesn't really mean anything. Let's get done what needs to be done. Okay, what needs to be done? I don't know, I don't... I'm just a motivational speaker. It's not very motivating if you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you just get shot while I build this. Yeah. Then take you out. Boom. Hiya. Cool. Also cool. This requires lots of spinny, jumpy spins. Grab hold, pull that down.
We got him, Cap. Let's show what happens to guys who mess with S.H.I.E.L.D.
You can do that, Ken. Yes, you can.
Access granted.
Spinny jumps are sometimes
Captain America had defeated Batroc and rescued the hostages, but was surprised to discover Black Widow going against orders by retrieving data from the ship's computer. Rogers demanded an explanation from Director Fury and was told about Project Insight, a plan to supposedly protect the world by connecting 3 helicarriers together. Disliking the idea because it would mean living in a world controlled by fear, Cap soon found himself on the run with Black Widow and his new friend, the Falcon. Together, they learned that high-ranking World Security Council member Alexander Pierce had turned his back on Fury and was going to use Project Insight to allow Hydra to rule the world. Oh, and then they ran into the Winter Soldier.
Well, good news for you, Bionicle. That doesn't tell you the full... That's only, like, the vaguest of details. So it doesn't tell you the full things. Because it's a lot more succinct, a lot more oh my goshy in the film, if that makes sense.
Sorry!
Guess what? You keep finding yourself in perilous predicaments that I can't deal with it right at this moment. That's a bit obscene.
That's enough.
Max, sorry, technical moment. Oh, don't worry at all, Dreaming Star. I admire your perseverance, despite technical issues. Hopefully it's a bit better now. So long. I suppose it has been so long, yes it is. Yeah, so sometimes I just end up going for a while without doing anything. But I hope you're doing okay anyway, Dreaming Star. If I do this... Great, can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Yes! I got a mini kit! Fab. Right, we can go back to this now. No, I didn't want to... Okay, well I didn't want to do that, but... Alright. I need to explode that gold. Gas canister underneath the minigun guy. There we are. That's what I'm talking about. Now we use a dual move thing. There we go. So how was your day? Well, just yanked a helicopter from a building, you know, Again, something cool happened whilst something else was in the way. Ooh, it's a microlight. Like Little Nelly. Fire? Aha, fire.
As the fighting continued, the identity of the Winter Soldier was dramatically revealed.
Dramatic!
It was Steve's oldest friend,
no,
James Buchanan Barnes. As a result of Arnim Zola's experiments, Bucky had survived his fall from the train and had been brainwashed to serve Hydra. After escaping from Brock Rumlow's strike team, Cap and his friends reunited with Maria Hill and Nick Fury to come up with a plan to stop Project Insight.
So dramatic.
Their only hope was to reprogram the helicarriers so they would destroy each other, ending Hydra's evil schemes. After many grueling battles, Cap and the Falcon approached the final helicarrier console, but found the Winter Soldier standing in their way.
Please don't make me do this.
You're my friend. You're not my friend. You're my mission.
Shield. Hang on, here's my coat. Oh, it's Falcon. Yeah! Cool. Again, another reason why the a more up-to-date LEGO Marvel Avengers game would be amazing. You'd have an updated Sam Wilson. And if you know... Well, if you know, you know. But an up-to-date Sam Wilson would be amazing. Because reasons. Oh, Steve. There we go. And since I've got the music turned off, I'm just going to guess that there's dramatic music playing as well. Where are we going? Is it supposed to be? Probably not. Wait, which bit are we supposed to do first? Let's play Sam for a bit. Can I do that thing? No, yes. It just says pistols. Gotta be Falcon, kidding me. Heck yeah. Hey, I got True Avenger, finally. Alright, we got some building material, finally. Build, build, build. Ah, cool, he can do that. Splendid. Build, 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 100%, 100%! Absolutely. Oh, hey! That emote has materialised on this. That's cool. I don't know if y'all can see the... You probably can. Big, but this feed that I can see to the right of my play, it's the PlayStation interface. So most of the times when someone does a emote, it doesn't really materialise, especially if it's an emote created by someone created outside of the standard. But that peachy emote has appeared, and I am loving it. Now, isn't that bizarre? I couldn't see the previous one. Some are obviously more compatible than others. But yeah! Yeah, let's go through rounds. Yeah, put on the suits, go through units. Even though the sentence should be put the suit on, not put on the suit. I think that's what they call a split infinitive. Like, to boldly go, rather than to go boldly. There's some English reasoning in that. Sometimes they sound fine, but apparently split infinitives grammatically don't work in English. But I'm not a linguist, so I couldn't really tell you too much about it. Because it took me a long time to work out why to boldly go is a split infinitive. Because it just sounds right. I mean, sometimes it's no different from I went there to there I went. But then again, that's a difference in syntax. So, shrug. I think the best way to describe it is shrug. Cool. More levers to crank. So let's get cranking. Falcon, you're up. Spread your wings and fly away. Fly away. Far away. Alright, we are green. So that implies Steve should go. Ah, yes, he should. Oh, sweet. Ah, that's cool. Should quickly change direction by doing a barrel roll. I want to do that again. Hoo-yah! And again. Hoo-yah! Okay, back to this. Oh, hang on a second. That thing I was saying about Paramount not really wanting to cooperate with cooperate with LEGO. That's kind of telling a lie, because LEGO Dimensions had a Mission Impossible pack, and that's Paramount. Huh. So, okay. Well, look, will you stop it, please?
It's handier than you might think.
There we go.
Okay. Stop calling me Bucky! Your name is James Buchanan Barnes.
Cool animation, but I did not do any of that.
You know me. You've known me your whole life.
This is the kind of area where you'd find a mini-kit to collect, just out in ether somewhere. Okay, moving on, let's go back. Sometimes it is difficult to make out what's going on. I will admit.
Down here.
There we go. Got some hearts.
Take it so.
Shield to the face! Alright, Buck. Just you and me. And Sam. Where's he gone? James Buchanan Barnes. It's definitely a name that a mother would call out in anger. James Buchanan Barnes, what have you done now? It sounds rhythmically right for a whoopee.
Oh yeah!
That's as close as I can get you, but for some wings. That's the thing as well. Again, LEGO Dimensions, but of all the Warner Brothers properties it could have laid its hands on, Lego Matrix. Oh, that would have been so cool. Will you please let go of that friend?
Captain America and the Winter Soldier concluded their epic battle when Cap decided he didn't want to hurt his friend and refused to fight back. Project Insight was stopped when the helicarriers were brought down, but in the process, the entire S.H.I.E.L.D. organization was also completely destroyed. Sure didn't see that one coming. Oh, but it's okay. I got a new job. I knew you were worried about me. Captain America and the Falcon fell from the helicarrier into the water, but were saved by Bucky. Maybe there's hope for him after all? You're probably wondering how I know all this. Well, let's just say I live next to Steve, and I'm kind of a nosy neighbor. Do you want me to write this down?
Lack of insight. There we go. Level complete. And 3 million studs. See, this is still quite early on in the game, so 3 million is a lot. But as with any LEGO game, the further you get, the smaller and up 3 million is.
Excelsior!
Indeed, Stanley. Got Brock Lumler, got the Falcon. Welcome to the party, pal. Sorry, wrong franchise. Couldn't rescue Stan, of course. Got 1 minikit. Another level complete, another True Avenger. 28 gold bricks out of 215 the entire game. Hey, got a few to get. Continue story. Wait, how can I continue story? Hey, I'm Coulson. And Volstagg. I think what we should do is have a little bit of a play around with our new characters. Hang on, where is Falcon? I just unlocked him. Where is he? EF. Oh, of course, the shape of it's stretched, isn't it? Okay. Captain America. Doctor Strange. Dr. List. Ah. Yeah, there we go. So we've got Falcon. I think we should play some of the other flying characters. So we started with Vision. Well, in the beginning we started with Vision. Who shall we do now? I could go for a Thor. Maybe. Let's go for the Mark IV Super Force. Why not? Just for fun. Although I don't know about that. That walking and running animation cycle's ridiculous. What the heck? Yeah, that's just taking the mick a little bit. Oh well. Let's go for Thor. So we can crack this as well. Hey-ya! Gold brick time. Anything else? Nope, just loads of studs. Ascend, my child. Oh really? You can ascend? I can fly, brother. Yeah. Yay, supersonic flying. Uh-huh. Woohoo! Again, this will be a lot better with a map. To the sea, fly like an eagle. Let that spirit carry me. Come on now, fly. right on top of Avengers Tower. And there's the Chrysler Building. Again, the fact there's no Empire State Building is bloody weird. But that's how it goes sometimes. See, there's Times Square. See, Chrysler... I know it's a small version of New York, but Chrysler Building is not even on the side it should be of Times Square. I'm just going by those two anyway. Yeah, it's not the most comprehensive New York. Has to be said. However, I think, yeah, 2 hours 11 minutes, coming up to 12. I think what we can do now, let's go to the helicarrier. So we can go back to where we started. So we can end the stream. Because we've done quite a bit on this one. Actually, you know what we could do? Do a race. Do a race as Falcon. Why not? Well, that's one thing to do. I did not know you could do that. Come on. Because it's a character token, so let's do it. Go, go, go!
It appears our initial reports regarding Agent McDermott taking the actual Hydra was greatly exaggerated. It was a Hydra agent! All of S.H.I.E.L.D. expressed their condolences.
Oh no! I knew that was going to happen. Come on, there we go. Thank goodness you get to build up seconds with these things. Ah, come on. Okay. Good grief! There we go. Woohoo! Hang on, where's the last one? Oh, bloody sun's in the way. First try! I've got a mini version of the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. Cool. Right. But yeah, did not know you can do that. That is cool.
Dr. Harkness, please report to the landing strip. Your Quinjet is double parked and is currently being booted.
Sweet. Okay, well, where's Thor? There he is. Let's change back to the characters we were when we started. Oh no, we've got Sif as well. Let's do Sif. There we go. And then... where's Peggy? There she is. Sweet. Lady Sif and Agent Carter. And we... oh god, sorry. And we will have that to finish off with. So, 2 hours 15. I think that will do for today. And tonight, because it's getting late. So, I would like to say thank you very much for watching, for joining in. For Bionicle Dreaming underscore star. Thank you very much for joining, for chatting along, for commenting, for spreading the love, and etc. and etc. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Maybe tomorrow. I may be doing something tomorrow.
By disguising themselves as other agents.
So, thank you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Be
I am
Rawson
no monster.
to your...
I am sometimes dangerous, but only toward those who are deserving.
Yes. Yes, you are. Yeah. What was I saying? Be Rawson to yourselves and each other. Take care and have a good time and all that. You know, the usual. Wash your dang hands, obviously. And, yeah.